What's going on, everyone? Welcome to 3&D podcast. We are back in the studio, all of us whole yet again. You know what? This is episode 10. We're doing this right. We're setting this off right. Let's roll the music. At point forward, coming in at 6'1", from the dirty streets of Melbourne, the shooter, Yoz.
There you go, boys and girls.
And at 6'1", at center, playing at center, number 22, Maz El Capitan, and me. Do I introduce myself? I'm going to introduce myself. This is episode 10. We're doing this. Nabs, coming in at 6'1", number 9, sometimes number 30, sometimes number 0. It just oscillates. Nabs, the ref. Welcome back, guys. How does it feel? We're back. Episode 10. Episode 10.
1-0.
Playoff time, baby.
Feels good.
Let's get it on.
So
Showing them how
let's
it's
start
done.
with that. Let's start with that. The regular season is over. It's over. It is over. It is postseason action, and I cannot wait. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited.
Mate, it's what,
Ready to
in
do
4
this?
or 5 hours it starts?
Oh yeah, man. 3 a.m.
We ain't getting any sleep.
It's getting closer.
So before we
Far
kick
out.
into the playoffs, so this episode we're going to go through playoff review. We're going to go through a couple of segments. One that we've just added, the something, nothing, or everything.
Something.
And also we're going to get to some of the other segments. But without any further ado, let's kick it off. Let's start off with something, nothing, or everything.
Oh.
Do it.
Something wrong. Oh,
All right.
we're kicking that off.
So the first one I've got. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's
You
go.
guys ready? So
The
I
Asians
haven't
are
done
coming
this
out.
yet, so I'm excited.
Oh,
that's
yeah?
all right.
I'm
that's all right.
excited.
It's your first
Big
time
Kev,
in
big
house.
Kev, bro.
Excited.
Big Kev.
How'd you like it last week?
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot,
Not
huh?
bad.
Giving us his Lebanese kebab feedback.
It's that Big Kev energy. All right, let's keep it going. So
I'm not a Lebo, bro.
I know.
the Porter family are having major struggles. We've gone from Jonte Porter's shenanigans with betting to now the other Porter brother, I actually forgot his name, getting into a fatal car accident or a car accident resulting in fatality. Is being charged. I think he's got 8 years or something like this. It's ridiculous.
Is this Michael?
No, this
no.
is the other brother.
I was going to say, he's got playoffs coming up.
So-
I didn't hear anything about this.
So you've got two Porters in serious trouble. Porter family is obviously our thoughts are out to them. It's not something you'd wish on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But how does this affect MPJ, Michael Porter Jr., with regards to all these family issues that he's going through? Is this something, nothing, or everything? You want to start it off, Moz?
I think it's everything. My personal take on Michael Porter Jr. is I get the same vibe that I get from Andrew Wiggins from Golden State Warriors. I think the mentality is weak.
Something. I can't do it.
Something.
Something. Okay.
So you think it's everything?
Yeah, well, look, the skill set is there. His potential's there. His ceiling's high. His shooting form is amazing. You can watch his shooting stroke all day.
I did it.
Ooh, baby.
But his mentality is
did he?
not there.
No,
I don't know.
did he?
Look, I don't know if it's a maturity thing and it will eventually get there, but at the moment, his mentality is not there. And you can see like some games where he buckles under the pressure and the limelight and just he's not consistent like Anthony Edwards. So,
So
yeah.
yours.
Yeah, right. He's not consistent like Anthony Edwards.
yes.
I love you, man. I've been saying it since.
No, did he?
No, did he?
So you've
I'm
got
done with him, by the way. Doesn't it? Okay, go ahead.
everything.
Everything.
Yours.
It's something, but at the same time, it's a little bit of nothing. Like his name's Coben, yeah, Coben
I don't
Porter.
know, man. I'll
So
look
6
it
years, 6 years. Yes, this is a great idea. I like that.
up.
Like, now I feel like Gil Zarina.
Give her a reader.
No, I think it is something, but not everything. Look, you've got a very deep team, very strong team. Michael Porter Jr. I wouldn't put him in the Wiggins category, but I know what you're getting at. Like he's one of those players that can really perform, and then he can disappear on other nights, right? But Wiggins is a really good defender, bro. He brings a lot to the table.
Yeah, but both players off court shenanigans affects them.
Yeah, I know, but we don't really know what was going on with Wiggins, do we? There's
So you've got everything. You've got something.
because at the same time, basketball's therapy, like for a lot of players. For me, it is too. But sometimes, and I'm sure you guys are aware, some things in personal lives can really affect the way your mind's working. So
100%.
when you're on the court, like, yeah, it can go either way. It can be a therapeutic intervention for you, or it can really, really, really work against you. And the pressure and the pressure of the playoffs and the pressure of them on their team being who they are, going to repeat, mate. Like, it really needs to be managed delicately by management. But I think they've got a great coach. I think their coach is one of the greatest coaches with relationships and players in the league.
Make sure you call him Michael.
Michael Malone.
The real doctor.
He actually had he had a bit of a spat with one of the.
Called him Mike.
Yeah, called him Mike. Didn't like it at all.
That's good.
Look, for me, it's something. It's something. I agree. I think the Nuggets are a pretty polished organization and outfit, and I think they will have measures for him to, help him through this. To your question, it is Coben. You're right, and he actually it was a DUI as well. So
6 years or something like that.
Crazy,
7 years.
crazy. So for me, it's something.
7 or 6. 6, yeah.
And he's a
I saw
basketball player
8.
as well.
8
So
years.
I saw
that's
it.
his career done, pretty much.
6 years. You're right. Sorry,
6?
6 years. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So for me, it's
2 brothers.
something.
That's two brothers done.
For me, it's something. Just back to back, it just keeps bad news keeps coming. It's got to affect a young guy.
You know what they say? They come in threes.
Yeah,
did he?
I don't know.
They come in threes.
But yeah, it's got to affect.
Where did he come from? That's not
You got
my
a square on
saying.
your face.
So both of you guys got something. I got everything.
Look, he's a young guy. It's got to affect him in some way. But I think, Nuggets are pretty polished, and they'll get ahead of this.
We'll see.
I mean, think about it. He's been going through a lot anyway with his brother Javonte. Yeah, and the media has gone and spoke to him a few times. You can see it's, he knows what his brother's done, and he still goes out and he has to defend him because his brother is he loves the game of basketball, do nothing to jeopardize it. I mean, I think he's going through a lot at the moment. It depends how the media handles it.
Yeah.
Because the media can really stuff
they'll be
your
sensitive.
season up.
No, I think they'll be sensitive with that.
You reckon?
They have to. When there's matters like this, it'll be irresponsible of the media to do that. And I think the media will call themselves out, the members that are doing something like this.
I reckon Javonte's at home going, hey, man, just give them one game. Give the Lakers one game. Just give them one. I've put.
Bro, he won nothing.
I know, right?
So I don't understand why. Anyways, that's a different topic.
So let's move on to the next one.
Okay, let's go.
Let's move on to the next one.
It's a different topic. We can talk about it later.
So the All NBA awards are coming up, and the All NBA has gone positionless.
The teams in specific, yes.
Yes. So something, nothing, or everything, bro.
We'll pass it over to Yusuf.
Let's go, Yoz.
Let's go.
It's bloody bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. Like,
Everything, something.
It's nothing. But because a lot of these awards are trash anyway. It's just a way to
But
pick up
money's
their
behind
bags.
it.
Yeah, to
Money.
pick up their
Money,
bags. That's. I mean, for us, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But
40 mil we're talking about,
yeah,
man.
look, I
That's
believe
a lot.
you can't make a team of guards. So even theoretically, if you're making these teams, make them properly. Like, make it look like it's a viable team that's going to take the court and compete. Because you can put Steph Curry, Allen Iverson, Isaiah Thomas, Tyrese Maxey, and
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. They're not beating a team of positions. This whole new age of positionless basketball, yeah, it's positionless in the sense that everyone can stretch the floor, everyone can dribble, everyone can defend, but you still got your spots. You still have your positions. You still got your defensive, your setups and your offensive setups. So why not just keep it as it is? Don't fix what isn't broken. Doesn't make sense. So I say everything, and for us, absolutely nothing.
Yours, Moz?
I got it as everything because you can see the players now rebelling against this system of allowing the media to dictate $40 million worth of their pay because the media wants to put who they like into their all-NBA teams.
Yeah,
So,
it's all the narrative now. It's all a
So
narrative
we'll
game.
get to who actually does the voting. So that'll be interesting
So,
topic.
I think it might be due for change. Might be due for change with how they do the awards.
Okay.
You mean the
So
voting or the awards?
No, the voting.
The voting? Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
so for me, it's something, definitely. I don't think it's everything.
Ask Halliburton how he feels about it. He had a spit about it earlier.
Bro,
in the
he
year.
has no right to spit about it. I can't stand
Yeah.
that guy.
So
Two-voice donkey, bro. Like,
So for me, it's something. Don't really, think much of it. I think it'll level itself out anyway. I don't really think it's an issue. But it takes us to the next one, which actually ties in with this. Dante the Ranger DiVincenzo missing out on All-NBA by a few minutes. Now, for me, this is more of a coaching problem than it is a player problem. But is this something, nothing, or everything?
that's something for him.
Yours?
100% something for him. Like, as a coach, you should be aware that if it's only a couple of minutes for your play, make sure he hits that. Like, give him the opportunity. Like, he was playing at Golden State as a role player not long ago. Now he's balling out in New York. Like, full
Ranger.
balling out. Him and Brunson. Like, they've got no Randall, and look where they're sitting. Look where they're sitting.
Second.
Bro, it's unfair that a coach would be that
Vindictive.
not vindictive, just
An idiot.
yeah. Well, that's a
Tibbs, man.
good way of
Tibbs.
putting it. I know, but remember, Tibbs is also the reason that Derrick Rose is an injured man.
Yeah.
Shame.
Bro, that's
shame.
gonna weigh
That's
heavy.
interesting.
I'll use Darren Hinch. If you knew who Darren Hinch is, shame.
That's interesting that you actually say that because just recently we've seen players like who was it? It's Jalen Brunson's mate. I'm forgetting his name.
His mate.
On the same team. Josh Hart. Josh Hart.
Bro, that's a good trio.
Josh Hart
He's a
played.
great rebounder.
He's been playing back to back 48 minutes, 50-minute games. Tibbs is wearing them into the ground. You couldn't give the Ranger a couple of minutes extra.
You should be aware of that, yeah.
So for me, look, it's everything because I think this is, abhorrent, Like you said, at least give him an opportunity. He may not have been voted, but give him the opportunity, especially the stellar season that the Knicks have had so far in terms of breakout season with all the injuries that they've had to key players. They've been able to still get to, the postseason in a beautiful way,
It's been absolutely beautiful watching.
Yeah.
Negligent was the word I meant. It's been negligent because you should be aware of where your players are.
Like, I love
and
Tibbs.
You should be giving them opportunities to grow.
I love Tibbs. I actually love the way he
He's a great
coaches.
great defensive coach.
He reminds me a lot of old school coaching, man. I love that. Bring more of that.
Tibbs is a great defensive coach, but yeah, it's just that.
Yeah. So
Awareness.
Moz, Dante missing out by a couple of minutes. Something.
Again,
nothing. or everything.
everything because
For him.
not for everything for everything because this is another example of why the system needs to change. Like something needs, like I said it in an earlier episode.
So hard 65 is something that you need to like.
No,
hard 65
wait.
with minimum 20 minutes. That's something to be reconsidered. Is that what you're saying?
That's not the rule.
What is it?
The rule is 62 games for at least 20 minutes, and the last 3 games play 13 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so you're saying that should be reviewed.
Yeah, well, I said it in an earlier episode that that's eventually going to get changed.
Yeah.
Whether it be this off season or the future off seasons, and we'll go from there.
Cool. So next one, we've got a couple more. A Jimmy-less Heat
Ooh.
against the Celtics.
Oh.
Something, nothing, or everything. Moz.
Oh, I don't know, man. The Heat proved me wrong time and time again. But I can't, what do you want me to do? That organization just loves to hustle.
The walking
Jimmy
painting,
Harvest,
bro.
huh? Ooh.
Bro,
The
what
walking-
about Nikola Jovic?
Yeah, but himmy.
Right, the blocks.
Himmy is a him.
The walking painting.
Jaime Harkes.
Jaime.
Harkes.
I got him. Himmy Harkes.
So yeah, no.
Himmy.
Something,
The Heat know how to dig in the trenches.
something, nothing, or everything.
That they're missing Butler.
A Jimmy-less Butler up against the Celtics.
A
Something.
Jimmyless Butler. Jimmy.
Something.
No
Because listen, even without Jimmy on the court, Jimmy's on the bench yelling in people's ear, especially on the bus, telling, what do you say to
Tyler Hero. Oh, bro, he was.
He threw a punch at him and he goes, "That's 9 from 28."
That was false. That was fake media, wasn't it? Like I saw that on one of those.
But it's something Jimmy would say.
It is. I did see them yelling. I did see them having a thing on the bench though. Like,
But Jimmy doesn't. It's not personal. He wants to see his players outperform them previous games. So yeah,
So
something.
you've got something? Yours.
well, this has screwed me up because. Thank you, Miami, for knocking out my Bulls. That was.
Bro, they didn't just knock him out.
So we'll speak about
Smashed
the
it. You're
the play-ins.
disgusting.
We'll speak of that after that.
But what I meant was this
So
is sort of
something, nothing, or everything.
it sort of stuffed me up. You
Sorry.
right there, mate?
Yeah. I'm still
Sort of
recovering.
stuffed me up with my Boston not making the finals thing because
Hang on. The way this segment works,
I know it's.
you've got
I'm
to
trying
pick
to. I'm
something,
trying to pick
nothing,
one.
or everything
because-
before you explain.
What is
Look,
it? Something.
that's everything.
Everything, bro.
Everything.
At the ting.
Because Boston can shoot threes, right? Now with Miami, they got a lot of drop coverage defense. So what happens is they like to crowd the paint. When you're coming in, they all collapse. That gives you a lot of chances to drive and kick out to the 3-pointer, having shooters on the 3-point line.
Snipers.
You've got Porzingis is baller from the 3.
Derek White.
You got Derek White, who's lately is just unbelievable from 3.
Lately,
You got
please.
Jaylen Brown, who hits a few threes. a game.
Please, lately.
Jason Tatum can hit a 3.
Peyton Pritchard.
Derek
If
White been
it's a
balling for 2
rotation.
seasons now.
Jason Tatum's all right, but look, Chicago. That's where Chicago sucked. Like they were even they were taking it in. They were not kicking it out. They had so many chances to drive and kick. That's the way Miami played their defense. And without Jimmy Butler, I don't see them getting one game against Boston, because Boston's made changes to their roster and Boston plays that type of drive and kick ball. They look for a lot of threes.
Mhm.
Their perimeter defense for Miami is garbage. That's what I think anyway.
So for me, it's.
And I think Boston will take advantage of that drop coverage.
I think it's everything. The way they played today, I think it was amazing. But do they have it in them for a 7-game series with all the adjustments and everything else? They've got the pedigree, they've got the coach, they've got the organization, they've got everyone, all the pieces except for the necessary players at the moment. People are stepping up. That's beautiful. But for me, without Jimmy anchoring them, being the rock, being solid when they need it,
and without
I think it's everything.
and without bloody Rozier, and I mean, he's a massive scoring output.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree.
the reason why, like you said something, sorry, Moz, like
No,
just
no.
really quickly, you said something about they played amazing. They played the Bulls, who are rubbish.
But the Bulls,
We're talking about the Boston Celtics.
but the Bulls. Okay, we'll review this after.
Yeah,
the Bulls had injuries as well. So,
a lot.
But they balled out the day before.
But we're not a 3-point shooting team. Like it's
Yeah,
very
that's
rare.
That's fine.
Like freaking Kobe White drops 40-something points, doesn't even count, and
Yeah.
he doesn't replicate it the next
Dirty.
night. He'll drop not even 20.
So we'll move on to the next one. So a freakless Bucks. Something, nothing, or everything. Do you want to take this one, Moz?
Yeah, everything. Everything. Something wrong.
Wait, did you say about Miami?
Yeah, I really did. I was
Okay.
first.
Oh, you were first. There.
I was numero uno. Yeah, so what did I say? Everything. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. He's the franchise player, man. He's a franchise player, defensive anchor. The ball runs through him in offense. The ball's with him in every possession. defense and offense. So everything gonna go upside down for Damian Lillard.
Well, he's a freak too, isn't he? I
Freaky.
thought that wasn't it?
What was that rap song he
Freak
said
time?
he sung when he came to Sydney about side chick?
No, it was Bestie.
And all the crowd was looking at him going,
Hey,
what's he on about?
you know what? Actually, just on a side point, our American viewers from the USA, is this really a thing? Do you guys call your besties as like, your side chick? Because that's completely different meaning here in Australia.
Right.
That is really messed up. That
What do
would
you mean?
really mess me up
Listen,
if I'm in the States.
Tell him about the song that
And
Damian
I say
Lillard.
bestie and you guys take it the way that you...
So
Wait, hold on. What do you mean?
he's tripping out.
So Damian Lillard had a song from his album called Bestie. He performed it when he came here and my wife and I were watching it. I'm like, what the hell, Bestie? And he was talking about it like it was a side chick. So the meaning for bestie,
It's
I'm
side chick.
guessing in the US, and comments correct me, is a side chick.
So he wasn't just calling this chick his best friend.
No,
No, it's
Like that
like
he's weird.
friends with
but-
benefits kind of thing. Yeah.
That's what we call it in down here in Oz. Friends with benefits.
No, they call it that as well. But I've never heard bestie referred to that until then. And I'm like, okay, it must be a thing.
Well, it's better
It
than
must be
hearing.
a
It's,
thing.
it's better than hearing that
Bestie.
thought thing.
So,
thought.
so back to this. That was a little
Yeah, that's
side
side.
tangent. So you've got everything.
Everything. Say it.
Freakless
properly.
Bucks. Freakless Bucks. Yours.
No Diddy.
It's everything, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely everything.
It's
They got rid of Holiday. Damian Lillard's trash.
the coach.
The coach.
Two coaches.
What the hell is going on with that?
The,
bro?
the third coach is a
The
fake,
fake
doctor.
doctor. Yeah, there we go. He needs to be arrested. But it's everything, bro. Like Giannis is all they got, man. Without him,
They got Thanos.
yeah.
Thanasis.
Thanasis. Oh, I watched his podcast the other day. It was really weird, man.
Wait, he has a podcast?
He invited
No, he doesn't have a podcast.
Stephen Adams. Bro, the way they conducted that was
We're gonna
very
have
strange.
to, we're gonna have to watch that, review that podcast.
It's very
I
strange.
haven't
It was very
seen it.
structured and very. It was like he was trying to be. I can't.
We'll leave that one for review.
So you've got everything.
Everything.
Freakless Bucks.
everything.
I think we're all in agreement. Without the freak, things are weak.
Oh, bro!
Things are looking bleak.
No, that's
Super hot fire.
that's the slogan.
I shoot it.
And then I catch it.
But I'm not a rapper. Yeah, things are looking bleak.
I don't rap.
Mr. Rivers, I think you're exactly where you need to be. Show us, prove us wrong. Prove to us you deserve all the shenanigans that got you into this position.
Say shenanigans again.
Shenanigans.
Say shenanigans again.
Shenanigans.
You know what? This is the best time or best opportunity for Jonte Porter to bet.
Here we go.
No Jonte.
No, Jonte.
All right.
Tell you what, put Bobby Portis on all the overs. That's gonna work. That's actually something.
Make your 21 mil back.
Anybody that wants some advice, Bobby Portis over rebounds, over points, put him on the overs.
Everything.
Bobby Portis is a baller and
Over
he's
minutes.
gonna ball out, but it won't be enough.
Okay.
Even the text.
He should be sixth man of the year too.
Moving it on to the last
should
one. The last one. This one's a obscure one, but I'll throw it in there anyway. Embiid taking a roster spot from Team USA. Something,
my God,
nothing, or everything. Let's not forget he is hobbling still.
And he's from Cameroon, yeah?
And he's from Cameroon. Is it
Why?
something, nothing, or
Why?
everything? Yours.
Everything. Should be playing for Cameroon.
100%.
So taking a spot because that could go to someone
I
else.
know,
So
that's what I'm saying. You should be playing for Cameroon. Get the hell out, bro.
Bro, shout out
What
to
are you
Ahmed.
doing?
Shout out to Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Come on, bro. Tell your boy. Tell your
Embiid's winning the chip. Well, it doesn't make sense either for him to even go to the Olympics. Being injured. Look, you're playing in the playoffs, and it's going to be very, very big toll on your body, especially if you go on 7 games and then another 7-game series. And come on, man. Like, give it a rest. Focus on what you need to focus on. If you were going to take a rest from the playoffs, go play in the offseason and play in the Olympics. But play for Cameroon. Shouldn't be taking a spot of a young American player, and there's no racism here. Like, shouldn't be taking their spot. You should be playing for Cameroon. What are you ashamed of being from Cameroon? Come on, man.
He's ashamed of losing.
Yoz,
Everything.
Embiid taking a USA roster spot, a roster spot hog.
Yours.
Something,
No,
nothing.
dude,
He's already
he
done
meant
it.
Moz.
He said
You said
Yoz.
yours, but he meant Moz.
Oh, Moz. My bad. My
No,
bad.
Moz. Cool.
My name Moz.
Something, nothing, or everything. Embiid taking a roster spot like the
Everything.
hog that he is.
Everything, but I don't blame Embiid. I blame your mate, Mr. Grant Hill.
He drinks Sprite.
Listen, and I'm going to bring up the point that our brother, Mr. Kyrie Irving, brought up. What happened to trying out for the team?
Mm-hmm.
Grant Hill, you're a 90s player. You know better.
Shame.
Yeah.
So you've got everything.
Everything. It just shows, look, it just shows that Team USA basketball is getting weak and they don't want to try out. They just want to get picked.
And take players from other countries.
Exactly.
They had it their way. They'd have Jokic, they'd have Doncic, they'd have Embid,
bro,
they'd have me. They'd
I
have
guarantee you they're offering him money to become a citizen.
But I'll tell you what, Doncic and Jokic, I would never see that happen.
Michael Porter's
They
putting money
love
on that
being
one.
who they are.
So you've got everything. You've got everything.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree. I think this is everything. Taking the spot away. I mean, if you look at the roster, we'll probably do a review of this.
Who's
next
actually playing
week.
on it?
We'll do a review next week of this
That's another
because we'll go
question, yeah.
through some of the other teams that they may be versing as well. We might dedicate an episode to that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of postseason, so we'll probably leave that for now. But for me, this is everything. Embiid, again, to your points, Cameroon needs you. I don't know if they even made the Olympics, but even
Doesn't
if they
matter.
didn't, you live and die by your
100%.
countrymen.
Unless you're Israeli.
This is a trader, a weak move, and I know why they did it. Because they don't really have a true big man in the FIBA sense. In the FIBA sense of the word.
Hayden.
Who?
Dominating.
Yeah. So,
But he's Caribbean.
Oh, there we go.
so if you
Doesn't
think
end.
if you think of how the
think it's
FIBA, if you think of how FIBA is played, the big men dominate the paint.
Yeah, 100%.
And I see why they wanted someone like Embiid because that's his style of play, and he can play that very effectively and very well. He'll be on the free throw line majority of the game in a
High
FIBA.
post.
So I get that, but yeah, taking a roster spot from a young player, the roster, I agree. I agree that they have an old roster, and I get it because you have some of the greats nearing the end of their career that haven't played for Team USA. Probably the best time to do it because this is going to be the most competitive time. I know I've spoken a bit about this, but yeah, I think it is a dog move to take a spot from a young
DOG.
USA player. I mean, what about Cooper Flag even? Put some of the youth in there, get them
Derek
ready.
Lively.
I think they're very desperate to actually win.
Derek
Get
Lively.
them
After-
prepared. Get them prepared
Yeah.
for the next generation. You look at
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happened.
But
Look at what
they want to
happened.
win now.
Look at what happened to the last Team USA.
That's why they want to win now.
They were all young, and what are you doing? You've only got Anthony Edwards back. This is a dog move, and this is a win now move. I get it. Grant Hill, you're my boy, but you can't just go around granting people positions. Like you said, you should have tried out.
Shout out, man.
All right, so that was something, nothing, or everything. bruv.
Everything.
We will move on to the main discussion of today. So today we're filming. The play-ins just finished. The last two games. So firstly, I wanted to play that na 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 na
Na na na na.
hey goodbye
Goodbye.
to the Warriors
Yeah.
and,
Bulls.
and to the Bulls. And to the
Chicago
Bulls.
Bulls.
So to the Warriors, to the Bulls. Who else is that?
Kings got
Kings. the
That
Kings.
was weird, man.
Nah, man, I called
And
it.
who's the last
Their
one?
bench had no production.
Why am I forgetting the Eastern Conference?
Because it's shit.
Who got knocked out from the East?
The
The
Bulls.
Bulls
And
and Atlanta.
Atlanta.
yeah, the Hawks.
ATL.
Why Trey?
Gone.
Why?
Gone.
Why Trey Young?
So farewell to all those teams. He had a good season. He had a good run.
How does
Maybe.
Damian Lillard do it like this? No, did he?
So playing games. I mean, for me, the highlight was, look, the Kings. I think having Monk out really hurt them. Having Monk and who's the other guy? I forget. But Monk's
No, man, don't make excuses for them, bro. They had no Zion.
with Mike.
They're just
Brown.
shit.
Monk was massive, bro. Monk was massive.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
that's
their
20
bench
points.
production was horrible.
So
CJ played shit.
And you see the bench of
And
New
the
Orleans.
Kings still lost.
Oof, bro.
yeah. So
CJ played shit.
New Orleans, I did not have them, beating the Kings. I thought the Kings would have been way more prepared for such a matchup. But credit to New Orleans, credit to the Pels, they killed.
I don't
They
understand.
killed without Zion.
No one would have thought that. No one would have thought that even
Yeah.
though, look, it was very close in odds, but no one would have thought the Pels would have walked through them like they did.
And the same thing, the Heat, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
They
would
were
say
still- they were still the
I would
favourites.
say they were kind of even, but yeah, Chicago missing Levine, that's big. And Lonzo. And
Levine, you can get stuffed, mate.
DeRozan.
I don't.
DeRozan didn't show up, in my opinion. I don't think he had a good game.
The day before, he did in the second or third quarter. Second quarter, he went for 11 straight points and brought us back.
He should have been the guy.
But
should have
he's
been the
never
guy
that
there.
dude at the start. Like,
Classic
think about it like this:
DeRozan.
Kobe White just had a career night, right?
Neither is Fox, but he still gets it done.
Yeah, but-
he's still the guy.
But Kobe White had a career night the night before, right?
Mm.
So the first thing you're gonna usually think is the guy's burning at the moment. So let him start it up.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting it done. And to be fair, as I said before, the type of defense that the Miami Heat plays is that
There's
drop coverage.
zone defense.
Bulls love to drive in, but they don't stop short unless you're DeMar DeRozan. They're not stopping short and doing those little pull-ups or
That's just
little
full steam
floaters.
ahead.
It's going like Ao and Kobe going straight to the hole. It's not going to work against Miami where they all collapse on you.
So,
You give. Oh, sorry, bro. Go.
no, it's all right. So what? Finish your point.
Well, they're not going to. They had no chance because there's no 3-point shooters on the team. I mean, DeMar hit a couple of deep ones, bro. Like, You didn't watch the games, did you?
Yeah, we did.
I actually
Yeah, you
fell
did?
asleep through part of it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
But DeMar stepped up and
Sleepy.
he hit some daggers, man, deep. But there's no 3-point production. I mean, you got Vucevic shooting like 3 or 4 rubbish shots from the arc. They didn't need it. They just needed to chip away at the lead, take it in, kick it out. But it wasn't happening. They had no way to deal with that defense. Most teams will have shooters. So, like,
Moz, what did you think of the play-in? I mean, what was your highlights or lowlights?
So
or-
my biggest takeaway from the Bulls game was the coach not benching Dosunmu for those stupid plays they did. Like there was 3 plays back to back where Kobe White was wide open.
he just went right. Yeah.
Wide open for days.
And that's that drive and dish off that drop coverage. Like,
This guy, no, there was a fast break. Fast break comes up, and the defender comes up on him on the 3-point
I saw
line.
that one too.
Kobe
He was-
White
yeah.
wide open
Yeah.
on the side, and he decides to take a contested 3-pointer.
Yeah, I did see that one.
At what point does the coach go, fuck
Did you-
this
did you
dickhead, sit down, you piece of shit, and put someone else on?
Did you see DeJounte walk all? DeJounte. Did you see
DeSumo.
Ayo get all the way up to the top of the 3-point, like pretty much 24 seconds or 23 seconds on the shot clock, 20 seconds on the shot clock,
Whatever.
right?
Early
Whatever.
in the clock.
Gets right up to the court. Your team's not set. Defense isn't even set.
It just goes.
They're driving it. Stops at the top and shoots a 3 and misses.
Yeah.
Instant one and done. Like, you're in the play-in. Do you
but
not want to? Do you not want to
listen,
get to the playoffs?
At what point do you blame the coach but then? Like, when does the coach go, look, this guy's a dickhead?
Man, how many coaches are we going to blame?
Like, come
It's
on,
the front
man.
office.
Come
Bro,
on, man.
for years, it's the front office. Bro, who else is it? Who else?
Do you reckon
Who's
the front,
responsible?
wait, do you reckon front office?
Donovan's a good coach, man.
Yeah, you can't keep, like, we blame coach
Listen,
after coach
when
after
you
coach
watch
with the
this
Bulls.
game, you're like, man, something needs to be done.
But how many coaches have we thrown under the bus at the Bulls? When we know it's the front office.
You reckon front office
We
is
know
forcing
it's the
him to
front
play?
office, bro. Like, no, not forcing him to play.
Who
But
would
it's
you
the
have
decisions?
put?
It's the decisions they make throughout the year.
Listen, off the bench, who
evident
would you
now.
have put instead of Ayo?
Well, we got injuries, right?
So who would you have put?
I do
today?
I actually like Ayo. I just think that
Not as a playmaker.
as a coach. No, not as a playmaker. I reckon
He
as a-
wanted to be a
I reckon
playmaker
as
today.
the thing is, right, we have a point guard. He played point guard and he actually did all right when all our point guards were out, right? He did all right. But he's not that guy, especially in a playing time. And he wasn't playing the point guard because we had Kobe White on the court. But I wouldn't have necessarily had to pull him out of the game. As a coach, you address these things as they're happening.
I didn't see it get addressed or
that's
corrected or something.
maybe
Nothing.
or maybe the
There was
players were doing a
nothing
DeJounte.
happening.
So
Maybe DeJounte Porter had a rubbing effect.
Oh,
They knew they weren't
probably.
going to win any playoff games.
I don't
We
know.
weren't going deep into 7 games.
Yeah,
so
Who were we beating?
yeah, I agree.
Do you know? Is there anyone we could have beaten in the playoffs
But-
in 7 games?
Chicago.
Listen, it was a classic Toronto Raptors.
I don't know. Look, I don't know. I think they
DeRozan.
could have surprised. I actually thought they could have pulled off an upset.
You know, Ayo's actually injured too, yeah? Like, he was last minute all these games.
I think they were better. They would have been better in the postseason
Probably.
than Atlanta. You know,
Oh, yeah.
at the current construction of
With Trae
the
Young on
roster.
team, yeah.
No, I like Trae Young. I just don't think it's working
No, I
the way
don't.
they've currently got it with the coaching and everything's not working in Atlanta. They need to just.
Blow it
They've
up.
got a lot of postseason problems that they need to deal with. But for me, look, the biggest disappointment is obviously my Dubs. You know, for me, the Steve Kerr shot a brick on that game. I think I mentioned this in a previous episode about Chris Paul, CP3, about his usage.
Yeah,
And I strongly believe that Kerr was not a good coach for CP3. He did not use him in the way that CP3 has been known to lift teams. Now, that could be a system issue. That could be many things. But if that's the case, why bring him in at all? I think he could have been a major impact. He's known to lift teams to that next level. You know, when they're struggling and whatever. That's what he's been good at for the past God knows, you know, how long. And it's just a shame. Saric didn't play a minute.
Yeah.
Saric didn't play a minute.
but he had a good season.
I like Saric.
He's
Not good
he's
season.
got
Yeah,
some good
he had
moments. He's got
impactful.
some good moments.
Yeah.
He does.
And obviously, the donut of it all, Klay Thompson. It's just a shame.
You know what I call him now? You know what I call him now? I call him KKs. Krispy
Bob the
Kreme.
Builder.
Krispy
Kreme Clay.
It's just
They should go get endorsement.
depressing.
Bro.
Get the endorsement.
in Australia, bricklayers
Dunkin'
make a
Donuts.
lot of money, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You can't move down south.
Shooting the bricks.
So we'll farewell
They
those
make
teams.
more than NBL players in the bricklaying industry.
We will farewell those teams, but let's look ahead to an awesome postseason. It's a shame that we don't see Curry in the postseason. That's just my
Yeah,
opinion.
No, that is.
But-
true, bro. That's a massive.
But I mean, there's some great up and coming matchups. So what we'll do is I think we'll go east to west.
East to west.
Okay, we're going to go through a preview of the matchups.
Okay.
And I think what we'll do is we'll give. Should we do predictions?
But why don't we reevaluate whose story it actually is?
I mean, yeah.
Because remember, it was Golden State and the
Yeah.
Lakers story.
That
But
was
now
my-
it's looking like Lakers are going to be gone after the first round, and Golden State's
I
long
don't
gone.
know, man.
Well, I don't know. I don't know, man.
We'll see.
You can never count LeBron out
I
in the postseason.
I can.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can against them.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? He hasn't won out of 8 times versus them once, isn't it? The last 8 times they've lost every game.
Yeah, and AD doesn't have a good record against Joker either.
AD
but-
has no good record against top
Yeah.
centers.
No,
Full
I'm
stop.
with you. I'm with you. I
AD
just
ain't a center. Full
I'm-
I
stop.
thought you said he's an anus.
No, he's not anus.
no, did he? No, did he? So what we'll do?
AD's a point guard.
So what we'll do? Let's
Yeah,
bring it back.
exactly, yeah.
Let's bring it back, and we'll go through the
That's
East.
why he's weak.
We'll go through the Eastern matchups, Eastern Conference matchups.
Ditto.
So what do you think? I'll go from left to right. Just tell me what your initial thoughts are on the matchup itself. What you think the series will end up being in terms of who wins it and by how many. And I think we'll just leave it at that for now. There'll be a lot more to talk about as the rounds progress. So
Agree.
first one, Celtics and Heat. We mentioned it earlier on. So Celtics and Heat. Who wants to go first? Just your thoughts on the matchup, some key things to look out for, and what you think the result will be.
Celtics going to annihilate them with 3-point shooting. Full stop. And they match up really well defensive for defense. Really well. Both teams can defense for days. But the fact that Celtics have better shooters outside the 3-point line is going to be the key difference.
Do you see it being a sweep, or do you think Heat have got games?
Look, the Heat down at Miami, I don't know if JT does
It's
some
hectic.
partying down there.
But it's also a hectic environment.
Yeah.
That Miami crowd is hectic,
But,
bro.
bro,
When they're all in white.
listen,
Have you seen that in the playoffs?
I don't know. I
I've
don't
got
have
something to say on
I
that.
don't have insider knowledge, but if the players party down there,
Oh yeah, the Harden effect.
then there might be 4-1 gentleman's sweep. If they don't party, it should be sweep.
Yeah, I think JT
So,
is
key
the mentality
moments.
of no parties.
Yeah,
So key things to look out for in the series,
KP does
and
party.
what you think the result will be.
What I think the result will be in that
So
series.
key things in that series to look out for
look-
that you're
look
you're
out for
thinking?
the hometown. Look out for the crowd in Miami, because the crowd Boston is like, actually look, both those places. I
the
mean,
most racist
Boston-
place to play at.
yeah, right. But Boston, it's not like Larry Bird days. I mean, but Boston are craving a chip.
Oh,
They're craving a chip, especially after LA getting
hey,
that
they got
bubble
the
chip.
white hero hope in KP again.
Yeah, look, their team is stacked, man. All 5 starters
Bro.
are a threat from the 3.
Even
All 5
six-
starters are a threat
six-
from the mid-range. All 5 starters are a threat.
They got Drew Holiday, man.
Yeah, bro.
Far out, man.
Holiday, and that's what the Bucks are
Derek
missing.
White.
That's what the Bucks are
Far
missing,
out,
right?
man.
But to look out for is that hometown and Spoelstra making adjustments. I mean,
Yeah, Spolster's
he's a genius, bro.
bro. IQ as a coach.
I love
Far out.
Eric Spoelstra. Like,
The Filipino pimp.
yeah, like
Bro,
he's
the
gonna-
same defense.
You know, I
that he
always thought
sets
he's
up,
Latino
man.
as well when I was
Right.
growing up. Like,
Filipino pimp.
but-
Filipino.
But yeah, so look out for the hometown, the culture of Heat fans.
culture.
Yeah, it's a good point. What
But
about the result?
The results, look,
Where do you see it going? Do you see it going all the way?
I prayed. I was hoping Jimmy Butler was in, and I actually was hoping Rozier was in, because I had them.
So with the
Philly
MCL, they've got
eliminating
him. They've got him reevaluating in a couple of weeks, but
Yeah.
it's an MCL, man.
Yeah, bro, I know.
Do they tape him up? Do they shoot him up with a bunch of
You know what I think they're doing?
stuff and chuck him on the court? And
They're gonna get
Hope
him,
for the
they're gonna
best,
get some of
or-
those peptides in him.
No,
And they're gonna-
you know what they're doing? They're setting up a celebrity boxing match.
yeah, I saw that. Man.
You know what they- you know
they're
what-
throwing hands.
You know what they said though? Yeah, they said that like Jimmy Butler's this isn't a real injury because he played the rest of the game, mate. Like,
No,
it's
he
all
was
adrenaline.
bubbling.
It's
No,
all.
man.
It's all.
You saw it when he went up for that
Yeah,
fa-
yeah.
Yeah, but you
fast
know
break
how
dunk.
you know as a basketball player how it is.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
get injured. You can break your thumb, hold it for a couple seconds in a game, and all of a sudden can continue that game.
Yeah.
And when you get home,
Yeah,
you can't walk
You're
or
done.
touch things.
You're
or-
done.
yeah.
I mean,
100%. I've had dislocations where I didn't even know it was dislocated,
right?
and my finger was like an L shape.
at
My
90
pinky was an L
degrees.
shape, and I'm looking at it like, ha! And it felt like it needed to be cracked, so I just pulled it and it readjusted and realigned. Ah!
What about
I
when we
kept
played
going.
that game and my nail
Oh
flipped
yeah,
upside down, like the whole nail flipped.
bro! It like
Yeah.
it folded on
I'm
itself.
looking at my foot. I'm like,
It's like what the?
Flick it back and then
Ah.
keep playing.
But yeah, I see
that
what
was
you're
just
saying.
warm ups.
Yeah, that was the first 5 minutes of the game. Boom. But yeah,
So I see what you're saying. So,
but I do reckon.
so
I
how
reckon 4-0.
for you
I
get
reckon-
sweep?
I reckon they sweep it. Man.
The broom's coming out.
I reckon.
I reckon we should invest in the broom and just have it at the back here.
I reckon for the Boston.
The dustpan.
I think the mentality going in of Jason Tatum is especially being snubbed for this whole MVP type of thing.
Bro,
I
he's
think
got snubbed
he's
hard.
desperate to get that championship. He's desperate to get that Finals MVP.
Recognition.
And look, JB's the same. Like, what did he say when he came to the league? He'll have 6 championships by now. Remember that? When he
Yeah.
came to the league? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, with that
So-
high top.
Yeah, I love that. The Jalen Brown look.
So
Hey
you've got
Arnold.
him. You've
Hey
got a
Arnold
sweep.
look.
The D Brown look.
Now,
D
hey
Brown.
Arnold.
It was
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
when he first came in the league and he's wearing 7 and he had a flat top and he's in a
So
dunk
we've
comp,
got
I'm
we've
like,
got a few series to
Big
go
round.
through. We've got a few series to go through.
let's keep moving.
So let's-
Enjoying it.
What was
so
your
let-
thoughts?
So you've got 4-0. You've got 4-1. Gentlemen sweep.
Yep.
Okay, look. The Heat continue to surprise. The key points for me, I can't go past. I can never count out, triple P's. The triple P's of the Heat. You got
Who's the triple
Filipino,
P's?
the Filipino pimp,
Yeah.
Mr. Spo. You've got Pat Riley.
Yeah. And who's the third P?
You've got
That is a third P.
No, that's two. Ps.
Filipino pimp and Pat.
So I've got
Oh,
quad, I've got quad P's. The painter, the walking painting, the walking painting.
No, they're calling the Michelangelo.
Is that what they call it?
Mikhail.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you?
Wait.
I told you the guy.
Are you being legit? Or you
No,
just
just fucking
Come on, man. Don't. Just
Anyway.
because you did it.
Anyway.
But that
No,
would be a
dude.
cool
Did
nickname.
Dab, did or did he?
Hey, that would be a cool nickname. They,
So
they
I've
call
got
him AKA the Michelangelo.
So the key
Mikhail.
things for me, is just that tenacity, that dog. Can the Heat out dog the Celtics? The Celtics are refined. I still don't put a lot of stock in Mazzulla. I think he still hasn't proven himself. Yes, they've had a good regular season record, but to me that
Good.
means nothing.
But it's above good.
61.
It's
I mean.
above good today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking at everyone
It's in
else,
the East.
today
It's in the East. Put them in the West and then come talk to me. Anyway, so I've got.
Well, they're beating Western teams. Like,
Yeah,
that's why their record's so good.
I think the Heat might actually push this, as long as they can, and it might go to 6, I would say, but I think ultimately Celtics do win it. And the reason I say that is because I think maybe the Heat might try to hold out for some hopeful news from Jimmy, but
Mr. Buckets.
yeah,
Jimmy!
that's how I've got it.
Jimmy boy.
Remember, arm for a leg and a leg for an arm.
I've got to go into 6. So next one. Next one, we've got the Cavs and the Magic.
Oh, this is a tricky one, man.
Yeah.
This is going to be good basketball. Like this is one matchup that I think is going to be really good basketball to watch.
I think this is gonna be
A
sweep.
couple hours and they'll kick it off, man.
I think
So-
it's gonna be gentleman sweep. Because I
By
thought
whom?
by Cavs.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, man.
So I'm just bringing
I'll
up
tell,
the
I'll tell you
injuries.
specifically
Donovan
why.
Mitchell's not eight.
It's not that specifically.
Is there a game yet?
This is a specific key factor
Okay,
for
there's
that
no
game.
injuries for either team. No major injuries.
No, they're all clear. They're all clear.
Ty Jerome, Dean Wade. Dean Wade is a factor, but there's no major injuries to their stars. So who have you got? What are the key things to look out for with this matchup, and who do you have?
Okay, the key things to look out for is the defense in the key. And the defense in the key, Cavs win it all day long. You got Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. Just one's a block.
I love those boys.
Yeah, bro.
Those boys
One's a
together.
blocking beast, and the other one's a rebound go getter.
And they're both bucket getters. They
bro,
both get buckets. With Darius Garland, with those alleys.
that's a
and
key
his-
factor, man.
Bro.
You can't, bro. And they both run the floor, man. They
Okay,
don't
so you've
slouch.
got rebounds being the key factor, and who do you
No,
have?
no, as in that whole key inside the key.
The unit of
yeah.
the team.
The protection, the paint
Yeah,
protection,
the paint protection,
scoring.
everything. Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
And who do you have?
I've got Cavs. I've seen this being potentially a sweep or 4-1 gentleman sweep. Yeah, man. Because I got Cavs going to.
You don't think Paolo and Wagner, the Wagner bros, don't have one in them?
No, because bro, they're not.
What's the matchup? Let's see the head-to-head.
Pablo
What's
again.
the odds?
Second year, he hasn't proven himself in. I think this is the first time he posted.
Same thing with I told you at the start of this podcast.
Yeah,
Going back way before the playoffs. Inconsistent.
yeah. It's the
One
same.
day he's there, one day he's not.
It's his
But
second year, and bro, I think first time in the postseason, he hasn't experienced it.
So they're paying $267 to Cavs 148 tomorrow in the morning.
Can we not do gambling?
No, I'm saying that's the odds.
Yeah.
Of saying the likeliness for them to win is double. And this is just tomorrow.
So
Look,
you've got them swept.
Cavs were close to being the third seed.
Yoz, key things to look out for and result.
Falcons. Key Paulo Banchero. I do love the way he plays, but I think
He
he's very
doesn't-
one-dimensional.
yeah.
He's one of the biggest players of getting to the line. So it's just, how is the game going to be called tomorrow?
Your postseason.
Yeah, but I've also seen like,
It's confusing still.
yeah, because
it's still
coming up to the
confusing.
end of the season, you notice they weren't
But,
calling,
yeah, no.
and now the play-ins, you've noticed they've started calling.
But it's
some
back and
crap again.
forth. It's inconsistent.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
but
you don't
usually
know.
playoffs, they that's when they roll it out, and it's consistent usually to a degree through playoff basketball. This year, it's a bit strange so far. I mean, playoffs haven't really started yet. Play-in is play-in, but should be the same. But yeah, I believe the key factor is going to be, is Paolo going to get these calls?
At the line, yeah.
Yeah.
And who do you have?
The whole series?
What do you think?
Okay,
the
another
result
key. Sorry,
will be?
another key factor is Donovan Mitchell. Will he perform? Because he's been
he does perform in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, will he perform? Because he hasn't
What he
been
did in
performing
Utah, yeah.
lately.
So where do you see it going? How do you?
I
see it
did
going?
say Cavs early because I can't trust Paolo Banchero, but I don't see it being a sweep. I really don't. I think this 2 competition, even though the odds are in the favor of Cavs,
Mhm.
I think it's going to be very good basketball to watch.
Where do you
'Cause-
see it going?
Maybe
look,
5 games.
Maybe this might help.
No, maybe 6 games.
I think it might go all the way. I think it'll be
7?
decided in 7.
Yeah.
This seems
It's
like a
interesting
really good
game.
matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
To
I
me.
agree. Size wise, I mean, Mo's a little bit of a beast down there. He's not a bucket getter,
Yeah.
but he can do what's needed. And
Who?
Franz and
Suggs
Banchero
was
together.
starting to hit his stride.
Yep.
You've got Cole coming off the bench.
Mr. Fultz.
Who's the
with
center?
Fault.
Who's the center for Magic?
Well, they've got the 2 Wagners.
He's off.
Mo,
the,
what, not
but you know how
Bamba,
many
no?
DMPs he's had?
They've got Bamba.
Bamba, yeah.
They've got Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah,
He's not
the
center.
Israeli.
No,
yeah.
I know, but I'm
Said
saying.
that donkey.
So
لعنة الله عليك.
No, listen, their
Sounds
centers is that European guy. I can't remember his name. The one that was balling out for the whole
What
season
team?
for Orlando.
Orlando.
The European guy.
Yeah, I forgot.
Come
his
man,
name.
you got to bring some names.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, I can't remember his name. Gaga.
Ah, Bitazi.
Yeah, but he-
Bitlezy.
Patrizzi, Mr. Patrizzi. He had a solid season, bro.
Yeah, so you're still going to say sweep?
yeah.
All right.
All right,
We're going to come back to these.
let's move on
That's
to
Yeah, of course.
the last 2.
100%.
The last 2. This is a really interesting matchup. Bucks and Pacers.
Oh, man.
I might go first on this one.
Yeah, because you had an interesting take on the Pacers game style.
Look,
yeah,
I
but
think
they're versing without Giannis.
this is a grudge match. Actually, no, sorry. Is this the one?
Yeah, remember when they took Giannis's ball?
It was Giannis.
The game ball.
So this is a grudge match I was hoping
Giannis
for.
ain't playing.
You got a back bar.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
you got the ball back.
Yeah. It was a
Initially, he had
different
the
one.
right ball, apparently. So I like.
Yeah, that did he.
Greeks, mate.
He
Don't
grabbed it.
play with balls.
Too many balls.
I like this. I like this
We
matchup.
saw him, I like-
I like this matchup. It's a shame it's freakless.
Oh, there's one freak. One of the freak brothers.
I get out of here, man. What was it? Freak time.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
just
I'm saying.
time.
If he's a
It's
freak
just
now,
time.
yeah, it's the time. The freak.
So, you know what? I think the Pacers could upset the Bucks. I'm not.
Upset. Wait. Well, you think the Bucks should be winning?
The Bucks should
Everyone
be
thinks-
favorites.
Everyone thinks Bucks.
They're
should
third
win.
seed. They should be
Yeah.
favorites.
Look,
Yeah.
But yeah,
the Bucks.
freakless.
The Pacers are going to
no.
be the one
Bucks aren't
upsetting.
favourite.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
not.
3-1.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Pacers
So
are the
I think
Well, I can see that because of the speed, but
Yeah.
I think they can.
See,
have quarters.
my take.
I don't know. But
my take
freaky
with-
eyes.
My take with the Pacers, crazy eyes. My take with the Pacers was that they couldn't sustain that type of pace in the postseason, but I think they can now.
Given their
they
opponent.
scored 150 the other day. You know,
Yeah,
it was
but you're talking
ridiculous.
about giving the opponent, yeah.
Not just given the opponent. I just think they're just going to continue that style of play and roll the dice. And I think they might actually have some success, but they'll be stopped before it gets any deeper. I think they could go to the second round. I think this one could go. Yeah, I think the Bucks can win too, but that's about it. I think the Pacers win this one.
I have a question for you. You said can be stopped. Who's doing the stopping?
I think in the second round they'll be stopped. The Pacers.
No, but you said the Bucks can stop that style of play.
No, I said the Pacers can be stopped.
Ah,
This-
okay.
This style of.
So you've got Pacers winning this round.
Mm.
Was the
I think the Bucks will have 2 games.
4-2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of a sweep. I get it. I've got
Kind of a sweep.
kind of a sweep. Like they win 2
They've
at
gone
home
to
and that's
6
it.
games. I mean,
Yes, bro. It's one off. That's the whole series.
No, that's
no,
5
he's saying
games.
they held
Yeah.
home.
That's it. Yeah, I've got Pacers. I don't see the Bucks keeping up with them. The old team. Chris Middleton's injury prone this season. Damian Lillard doesn't know what the hell he's doing. There's no pick and rolls happening. There's no dishing to Chris Middleton. Bro, I don't know what it is, but I don't see Damian Lillard and Chris Middleton as a good duo.
So Mathurin is out for the season.
I don't
Sorry.
think he should have been in the team. Damian Lillard
No,
should have
but
gone to
listen,
Bucks
he
full stop,
had
bro. Like,
he could play a good guard duo style of play. Like look how he played with CJ.
So just
but
before,
even
I
when
don't-
he was with CJ, CJ was my favorite player on that team. I
But-
used to look at him and think, bro,
I don't understand why Damian Lillard doesn't kind of replicate that style of play with Chris Middleton. Yeah.
so just to add a couple of things before you make your decision. Dame Lillard's game time, he's GTD,
No.
and Benedict Mathurin is out for the season. That's a shame. He was actually up and comer this season.
Yeah,
I think.
I rate him a little bit higher than Kuminga.
So yeah, just those two things to think about.
I was going to say that, but I left it. Yeah.
So what are the key things to look out for, and who have you got?
Okay, so with Benedict Mathurin, I said it right, Mr. Benedict. Isn't that the name of
It
medicine?
sounds like scrambled egg. Some
Benedict.
type of
Oh
eggs.
yeah, Benedict. Yeah,
Eggs
eggs.
Benedict.
Yeah. So Mr. Eggs Benedict
with hollandaise
is
sauce.
replaced by Aaron Naismith, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Mr. Muscles.
Not the same.
No, but his defense is better than
So
Benedict.
key things to look out for in this series, and who you've got.
Okay, so I've got speed of the game, or the pace of the game, going to the Pacers, and I've got the interior defense going to Pacers as well.
So they're two things to look out for. And what have you
Yeah.
got the result?
4-1, Gentleman sweep.
Yours,
Streep.
what do you got? Key things to look out for in this series?
We can't not say a key thing. Bobby Portis.
Crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes.
Mr. Overs.
Every time, Mr. Overs, every time he needs to step up, he steps up.
I like
He steps up.
Yeah, he had
Like-
a 30-point game the other day.
Man,
You only
he's
like it because he's an ex-Chicago Bulls.
No, I like
player.
him because I saw what he was
No,
capable
he's-
of at Chicago. The
He's
passion he has, the
he's a
aggression.
gutsy player.
Yeah,
love-
the aggression to go after every board, to take the contact. Like Bobby Portis is clearly the key factor here. I got Bucks in 7.
Ooh.
I got Bucks in 7 only because Damian Lillard, he can do some things, bro. When
GTD, bro.
yeah, but he can. I'm not just talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about the series.
What is...
So
injury?
if it's just game time decision, he might sit the day. I still hardly don't think.
But
he'll sit.
listen, if it's game time decision,
Why would they? They
And he
got
sits
to
it-
hold home.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
don't
going to
think that's
say.
what I'm saying. I don't think it's. I think this is another thing. A lot of the times, is game time decisions are things for
Abductor. Ooh.
betting agencies. and
What did
for
he have in...
It's same. Abductor. He had an operation on it
Abductor, yeah.
at last season
It's
with
here, yeah.
Portland.
Yeah,
Yes, the
that's
abs.
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Last
about
season
that.
with Portland, he had an operation on
He
it.
practiced Friday, but yeah.
But look, if he's healthy,
He's
healthy,
not-
no, I'm not saying healthy. If he's on the court for the rest of the series, I will say them in 7. If not, if you got no Dame and you got no bloody Giannis, then you're gone. You're gone. You might win one game, but you're gone.
Waste of space.
Yeah, look, this will be a shame because it's what happened last year. Giannis went down on his back.
Chris
and
Middleton, man.
bounced in the first round, second round.
So they're the key things. You've got him in 7.
If given the fact that if Dame,
But
Lillard-
you didn't mention Chris Middleton at all.
he's
Like,
Yeah, I don't
need
see him
to.
as a
Really?
factor.
no man,
I
he's
don't
trash.
see him as a factor.
bro, you guys didn't see that without Chris Middleton hitting at least 15 points, they won every game.
He's trash.
But he was a key factor for their winning,
Garbage.
bro.
He's a key factor for their winning. How often?
The whole
How often
every
did
time
he
he
play?
played.
How often did he play?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like-
If he's
Since he came back from that injury a while ago, he hasn't been the same, bro. Like he has not. He hasn't moved the same, shot
No.
the same. You can see he doesn't have the same confidence when in the direction he wants to go. Like, bro, I don't. Bobby Portis is the key. Not
I think
Middleton.
Mr. Rivers wins Coach of the Year and they lose in the first round.
what?
Oh, if they get bounced,
What?
if they
Hey,
lose,
Don't forget his track record.
If they lose first
he just
round,
keeps winning.
who's going to
Man,
hire
they're
him
gonna
again?
just gonna. You know what? Oxford's gonna give him a degree while you're at it. Just give him a PhD. And
If he
doctrine
if he
and-
gets bounced first round, who's going to hire him again? Ever?
the NBA hired him before
No,
this.
but who's going to hire him if he does this again?
He's going back to ESPN.
But this guy gets jobs left, right, and center.
They're keeping
Bro,
the
it doesn't even have to be cover letters.
Remember what we
resumes.
said?
He doesn't have an assistant.
Remember
He
what we
doesn't.
said?
His son got a job for him.
Dude keeps failing up. He keeps failing up. Okay.
He needs to do.
Let's move it on to
bibliography.
Well, if it's up, then it's up.
let's move it on to one of the most interesting matchups in the East, in my opinion.
This one, ooh.
Saving the best for last, I think. Knicks and Sixers. 2 versus 7.
Oh.
Who wants to go first? Do you want me to go?
Yeah, you go, but this is gonna be a tough
You
one.
got, I know you got Knicks. I can feel it.
Yeah, I think the key factor is Embiid's health, obviously.
Yeah, look at that jersey on the back of the wall. Nabs.
Yeah,
That's MSG, bro.
MSG.
MSG, remember
That was out from
Madison
Auburn
Square
days.
Garden.
Our first
No, it was
MSG.
Monasuno. What's the...
It was the
A rip off Madison Square Garden.
No, it's the MSG, the ingredient.
Oh. Something wrong.
When you add us, you taste better.
No Diddy.
No, did
No,
it?
did he?
Okay.
So I've got the key factor is Embiid's health.
Yeah, no doubt.
Julius Randle's now out for the season, but I think the Knicks
Mitchell
have
Robinson.
He's back.
been...
He's
sure.
played a couple
Yeah,
of games.
he played.
Yeah, he's.
But he's still limited minutes.
So,
because
the injuries-
doing killer.
Injury
I rate him
report.
well. I rate Einstein better.
So the-
Einstein, whatever his
Injury
name.
report. Key
Einstein.
things to note
a weird name.
is
He's black.
Is he?
Yeah, he's black.
No,
His
he's
dad's
not.
black.
who?
Came out, he's like, I'm black.
Who?
Hardstyle.
No, he
Oh, yeah,
isn't.
but-
Like,
I
I'm
don't know
black. That's why I'm a baller. I'm like, yeah,
I don't know.
bet.
I don't know if he was joking or not. It
No,
was
he's
on the
dad.
Josh Hart podcast, I think. Or
I think
something
his
like
dad's
that.
black.
So anyway,
crazy.
Julius Randle's out for the season, and Joel Embiid is GTD. Covington's out. Melton's out. So
Covington's
look,
out. Milton's out.
I think the Sixers are on borrowed time. I'm surprised they even got this far, but credit to Joel Embiid, he's still hobbling his way through the postseason. Can he continue to hobble his way? I don't think so. Just one thing, actually. Sorry, going back a bit. I wanted to mention this. You mentioned about the crowd at Miami.
Yeah, man.
Did you see the crowd today?
Yeah, I was watching the game.
It was empty.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
empty.
yeah, they mentioned that.
Habib.
Empty.
Sorry, they mentioned that.
How embarrassing!
There was a
is that?
traffic jam on the way there.
That's the thing.
Ah.
There was some that came.
The commentator mentioned, like, oh, the crowd's finally coming in. It was a good.
No, but it was towards the end of the game and it was still empty.
Yeah, I think people gave up and they
Yeah.
were stuck in traffic and
But-
said, yeah, stuff
All right.
this.
So sorry, I just thought I'd mention
Yeah,
that
no.
when you said
But
the
their
crowd. I
crowd,
forgot.
you've seen you have
it's
to.
that
yeah,
bad
yeah.
that they
The
can't even
white
get
hot.
to
ones
stand
in-
in.
White hot.
Bro, it's so
White hot,
daunting.
yeah.
You walk
Yeah.
in there, it's like, oh, bro.
And it
this
seems
is
so
the-
close to the
I
court.
think the traffic,
that
the traffic
wall.
they're going to sort it out.
On that note, actually, we should probably mention this probably in the postseason because I don't think they're going to move into Intuit Center yet. But there's some interesting things happening in the stadium that Ballmer is building for the Clippers. Some really interesting stuff.
Inglewood.
The way that they've structured it and
It's going to
things
be a
that-
masterpiece.
not just that, but the things that they're giving to the crowd and the fans is there's sections that apparently, yeah. Anyway,
interactive sections and stuff.
no, there's more than that. So there's a lot of
diverging
benefit.
from the
We'll leave that.
topic.
We'll leave that. So Knicks, I've got them winning.
Damn it! I want to know about that now.
Nah,
Is
man.
it like
Say what you
is
did.
it like a distraction
Stick
thing?
to it,
Press this
man. Come
button
on,
and
man.
the free throws. Press your buttons. Like what is going on?
So the Knicks, I've got them winning
Damn.
this. I've got them winning this in. I think the Sixers will take 2. I'll call it the same as the Bucks. I think they're in the same position. So I think the Sixers have got 2 in them, but I think ultimately the Knicks should overpower them. Yeah, like I said, key things to look out for is injuries. Who else is going to go down from the Sixers? They're playing much harder when Embiid isn't, playing. And
Let Harris go.
one thing I do want to mention though, this Paul Reed guy. I mean, what are you doing talking smack? Shut up, man.
What do you
Oh,
say?
we want that matchup. We want
he's
that.
a
Shut
dickhead.
up, man.
Paul
Get out
Reed.
of here, man. All right, so that's what I've got. Moz, what do you think the key moments of the Knicks or highlights of the Knicks 76ers series, and who do you have winning and in how much?
Well, Nabs, this is a hard one to pick. I want to say the Knicks, but I can't see any single personnel on that team matching up with Joel Embiid, body weight wise, body matchup wise, and skill filling on that big man position wise. So
So the key things you've got.
the key
big
thing
man?
is the big man. If the 76ers see that they can cruise through that, I think they might be able to get away with resting Joel Embiid. If they do that, I see it going to 7 games and they'll get the 4-3. If somehow Mr. Tibbs manages to pull defensive IQ mastery, and you know what? He could put both big men on at the same time. He could put Hartenstein and
Mitchy boy.
and what's his name?
Mitch Robinson.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson on at the same time to double team Embiid, and then have the other three guards mark Maxi, and there's no other threat on that team. I mean,
Kill your bros.
Tobias Harris is going to be.
No, kill your bro. He's the guy.
Did you see him last season?
Buddy Hield.
Last series.
I'm saying
Sorry.
he's the
Buddy
guy.
Hield.
Huh?
But he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I'm saying in the starting five, right?
Mm.
So kill Oubre.
So finish
I don't
your.
know. So look, if it's gonna come to a 7-game series, and
All the way.
so now I'm gonna have to pick between the coaches now because it's give or take. And
I like Nick Nurse.
Yeah, but I also like Tibbs.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Tibbs.
So who do you?
I got it going either way. I can't pick it. I got it either way. 7-game series.
Cop out.
I'm gonna cop out on it. It's just
All right.
yeah. Like, and Bronson brings too much to the table.
Fair call. Yoz, key moments of the series, things to look out for, or things to point out, and who wins it by how many?
I look at it like this. I think if Embiid's playing the first 2 games, I go Philly will go up 2-0.
It's Nick's home court.
Yeah, thanks. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think Philly will go up 2-0.
You
Then I think they'll
steal?
rest. Huh?
You don't think they steal one?
I think the first 2 games, Philly will go 2-0 because I think Embiid will want to sit out at the 3rd game.
Mm.
Problem is, it'll be at home. Philly fans might not be happy about that. Philly fans
I think it
are rough.
Bring
Bro. If you
Simba
heard them the
back.
other day, when every time Tobias Harris shoots the ball, they're booing the shit out of him.
Bro.
Bro. Like, every time he touches it.
They took him out and played Paul Reed there.
So who,
Smart.
Yeah.
But look,
what are some things to look out for in that series?
resting Embiid. If they get an early start, resting Embiid, and I think that's when Knicks are going to take a game. I think Brunson's usage rate is also something to look at because we all know Embiid can get it done in 3 quarters. He doesn't need 4 quarters to get his numbers and to make a strong enough lead to sit out for a bit. But
So we all have the Knicks?
No, I don't have the Knicks.
Okay.
I got Philly. Ahmad, I said at the start of the season, if he comes back, and Moz was telling me he's going to have a Derrick Rose injury,
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna happen.
And
Yeah, it's
they
still
ain't going to
coming.
bring him back. They're going to shut him down.
there's
But he's
just
back. He's back, man. And
I'm
I'm
still
telling
waiting
you,
for it.
I reckon if he's not, like, if he doesn't get rested, it comes down to his knee. If he's going to hold up this series,
This is what I mean. Tibbs,
and they let him
man.
rest, one game, and they get 2 easy, quick wins, then I've got Philly in 7, man. Philly in 7.
Okay.
I reckon Brunson can make it go to 7. I would say if sorry, my bad. I would say if Philly hold up, if Embiid holds up, Philly in 6. But if Brunson can push it, he can push it, man.
The one thing, sorry,
Usage rate.
Wait, we're both sorry.
one thing I didn't mention, which I probably should have mentioned, the Tyrese Maxey effect, impact. I think that could be significant. That could be one of his, standout moments. His welcome to the NBA moment. If he takes the Sixers, if he leads the Sixers to a dub with or without Embid.
There's one person I
No
forgot.
doubt, bro. It's the ones who punch in that team.
It's huge. It's
Bro,
huge.
there's
If
one
Maxey can do
person
it.
I forgot to mention. I can't believe I forgot about him. OJ Anunoby, man.
No one's forgotten about OJ.
I forgot about
I'll tell you
him.
who
why I
forgot
had-
about him?
That's
Yeah,
why I
I
had the
forgot
Knicks.
I'll tell you who forgot about him.
I forgot about him, man.
The supposed biggest fan of New York,
yeah. Who?
Stephen Smith.
Stephen A.
Stephen A.
Yeah, he forgot about him?
He doesn't even know who's on the Knicks.
No way.
He's talking about how good.
He only cares about Miami, bro.
Did you hear about? Did you
No,
hear him?
no, I
It's
didn't.
massive, bro. He blew up the internet because
And
he
he
didn't.
forgot OJ?
He's meant to be the biggest Knicks fan
Yeah.
and get so distraught when they lose. You don't even know who's on your roster. They traded to Toronto.
RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly.
Yeah, and he's saying Quickly's balling out at the moment at the Knicks, bro. Yeah, in the Knicks. So
Yes.
and this just proves. I know it's a bit off topic, but I'm sorry. This just proves how
He doesn't watch the
your
games.
media is bullshit.
BS.
Absolute bullshit. You
Did
are not basketball analysts. You are not.
That's why you got to tune into 3&D podcast. You're going to get the reels.
Glad they were done.
Hey, and to add to that, how the hell does he get a vote for the awards then? If he doesn't know who's on whose team.
Man, that exposed you, bro. That exposed you.
But yeah.
Your damn hairline. Anyway, let's get back.
So that's the
We
East.
forgot about AJ.
That's the East Coast. Now let's move it on to West Coast. So I'm not sure which way to go. You know what? I'm going to leave the king. I don't like calling him the king. I'm going to leave the king to last. So let's start with
Who's the king?
The Queen, bro. Queen.
number 1 verse 8, Thunder versus Pelicans. This is a nice matchup. It's just a shame for me. I'll start it off. I'll kick this one off.
Kick it.
We spoke about Zion hamstring in the previous episode. I suspected that it was a hamstring. It is a hamstring. To the level of the extent of the injury, we're still unclear about. They haven't released anything. I think they're reviewing it.
Typical
But
Pelicans.
he's definitely going to be
organisation.
out for a couple of weeks. It's just a shame, man. I just seeing him this close to to showing us what he can do, what he's capable of in the postseason. That play on was electric until he got injured. It was amazing to see him step up like that, especially against LeBron and the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the key things to look out for is Chet. I think if Chet can have a solid performance, because we all know what the Thunder can do, man. The rest of the Thunder players are just solid, amazing players. Will they buckle in the postseason? I don't think they give a crap. They play with this reckless, reckless abandonment. I love it. I love seeing it, and I think it's a great matchup. It's just a shame it's missing Zion. So the key thing for me is seeing how well Chet can do, and if Chet can stay healthy, he's done well this season. How much of an impact he can be, but ultimately, I've got the Thunder probably sweeping, to be honest. I think they might sweep. I think the Pelicans are... CJ just wasn't a factor in the previous game. He had a good game against the Warriors, and then he just kind of, fell asleep.
It was a bit of a change because Brandon Ingram, like when Zion was out, Brandon Ingram was baller.
Yeah,
He
amazing.
was holding that team. It was a different way that they run the offense completely.
That was the reason
And
why they won it today, I think. Brandon was just amazing.
But and that's the thing, like we all give props to how they've been running the offense through Zion and saying it's been making a massive difference. But it's sort of made Brandon Ingram irrelevant.
Obsolete.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, he's such a special player. I've said it since he was drafted.
So what do you think the key things are for this matchup?
This matchup is Shai Alexander, Mr. T. Alexander himself, the MVP.
See, I didn't want to say that because we know what he's capable of, and I expect him to perform at the same level.
Reckon you get a couple triple doubles? No, probably not triple doubles, man. We got Chet now with the boards. Look, one thing to look at with this team is definitely not Shai. Shai's gonna do what he does, man. I would agree
Do
with
what
you.
he do.
Yeah, I would agree with you with Chet. Chet, he's not really Wemby-esque, as we say. Right?
If he can step up,
if he can channel his inner Wemby and play like that, then there's no chance Pelicans win this. Which was a shame because seeing Zion, the Iron Lion Zion against LeBron James in the play, bro. If he didn't go down, LeBron would be home by now. Like he would not be
Cancun.
Well, he wouldn't be home. He'd be playing again, but then he'd be home. Yeah, look, I have a sweep, Thunder sweep.
Moz. Big Moz.
Yeah,
I have at least one triple double for Shai, but in that.
My key factor is CJ will get shut down by J Dub, one of the J Dubs, and I don't see Ingram being able to hold the team. I'll carry the team. Sorry. And Thunder is just a younger team.
I'll tell you, one person's really, really happy about Zion going down, man.
Who?
You didn't see Miss Mariah?
Well, she loves it.
I haven't been following that story.
What happened?
She just popped up on my feed.
Again?
You ain't LeBron James. You're never gonna be LeBron.
Oh my
bro!
God.
Like this chick is like
She cashing in.
desperate for him.
Yeah, she cashing in.
She's gone hard, man.
She cashing in.
So Moz, key things you've got
J-Dub
CJ being
shut down by
J-Dub.
J-Dub, and I don't see any big men on the Pelicans being able to match pace with the big men of the Thunders. Because who's the other big men? They got Larry Nance. And that's it. Like, they're not going to play Valanciunas.
He played
this series.
See, this is what tripped me out. Sorry, this really tripped me out today. Valanciunas has been playing very limited roles lately with that team.
Yeah.
When I saw him today, I'm like, well, hold on. He balled out today, and they kept him playing.
No,
like,
I'll tell you why.
Obviously, yeah.
No. So the structure of the Pelicans
They have
team.
some bonus in there. They need
No, it's whenever they have Zion on the court. They don't like to have Zion.
too much size there.
Yeah. Valanciunas gets into Zion's way a bit too much.
Well, it's a shame, man.
But that's why they have Larry Nance on the team. Larry Nance
is great. Great rebounder.
He matches well with Zion's.
But it's a shame because Valanciunas, he should be somewhere else then. Because he's
I think he will.
He's your Yusuf Nurkic type of player. Like similar
but
type of.
Like this series, he doesn't match
shoot.
up.
Yeah.
Nurkic can't shoot the 3-ball.
But he does shoot it.
He's not like so.
I mean, he will
shoots
shoot
at a higher clip.
Yeah, but okay.
And more reliable as well, right?
But looking at the numbers, but this is what I'm saying. He doesn't need to be there because looking at
to Nurkic.
Well, Nurkic is getting more numbers than him. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. He needs to be somewhere else.
If Valanciunas is too slow for the game.
Yeah, if you're playing New Orleans are trying to
three-pointers.
So it looks like New Orleans are trying to downsize size, yeah? Because they've got size. They don't need height as much. They got Ingram. They got a Wahash like Zion Williams.
I'm gonna look in this series. I'm gonna love seeing what's that Mexican guy's name?
GTA. GTA.
What's his name?
The little harami.
Grand Theft Alvarado.
Alvarado. That's it. Bro, he had a killer game. So Alvarado is gonna love playing against this series. I think he's gonna thrive in it because there's gonna be a lot of garbage time minutes.
I think it's very exciting.
Who do you
Everybody
think,
getting excited over the play-in, but I don't see him.
Who do you think?
I've got Thunder 4-0 sweep. Like,
wow, that's the one thing we all agreed on.
Bring out those brooms.
There's no like. Look at it. There's younger, faster, agile.
I don't know about faster, but yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, next one. This is probably going to be one of the highlights of the first round in my opinion.
100%.
Clippers versus Mavs.
Oh my God.
This is big time. 4 versus 5. This is what we've been waiting to see.
I love this matchup.
Yoz, I'm going to let you go first. What are the key things to look out for?
What are you
looking?
What are you
injuries? Let me have a look for injuries.
I was gonna check roster for tomorrow's game.
Have a look.
Kawhi Leonard, is that what you're checking to see if he's available?
And Harden,
PG,
because I'm not sure. Are they just keeping him out of the game till the playoffs? Like,
well, I'll tell you a statement that I saw from Kawhi Leonard.
Damn.
And he said, "This is his statement."
Everyone's injured.
No, wait. He said his statement was, I'm going to play every single game in the playoffs, 48 minutes a game.
Yeah, good luck, man. No, they won't even let you do that.
That's what he said.
He has a clause in his contract that doesn't even...
This is what he said.
Okay, tell me this isn't coach's chess moves, man. Doncic, GTD. Exum, GTD.
I told you.
Gafford.
No.
Wait, let me... This is a long list. Gafford, GTD. Tim Hardaway Jr., GTD. Kyrie Irving, GTD.
Yeah.
Derrick Jones Jr., GTD.
It's playoff
Kleber, GTD. Derek Lively, GTD. PJ Washington, GTD. And Kawhi Leonard, GTD.
It's playoff time.
Tell me that's not a chess move.
That's the whole team.
This happens every playoff, so it's keeping your cards close to your chest.
They could get fined for that.
No, they wait to the exact minute where they can put them out.
That's ridiculous.
There's a time frame where they have to let it be known and that's bull crap because of the bettors.
Betting.
It's because... Why can't you keep your cards close to your chest? It's a strategy.
There's a betting.
Money. Man,
So
money,
Ty Lue
money.
versus... so who wants to go first? Clippers, Mavs, matchup.
I'll go first.
Key
because
points, key things to look out for, and who wins it. And
okay, so I'll go first. I'll say it out there. I'm going for Mavs, but doesn't mean I think the Mavs are going to win.
This is a cop out again.
No. I'm gonna put.
You mean you're supporting the Mavs?
I'm supporting
because
the
of our
Mavs.
brother.
Yeah. But I see it going 7-game series, and if Clippers are healthy, I've got them going.
So Clippers have
game
home.
7.
Clippers have home
Yeah,
court.
I see him going game 7.
And what
It's
are the
just-
things to look out for? What do you think are going to be some key things to
The stacked roster. The stacked roster is going to be the key factor, man. And Clippers are stacked.
So are Mavs.
Not like the Clippers, bro. No,
they're
no,
They've
no,
been
no.
performing quite
Yeah, but they're
well,
not
man.
stacked.
Not
Okay.
like the Clippers, man.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
give
you
it
got
a-
all stars all over the starting lineup. You got Hall of Famers all over the freaking starting lineup.
Bench.
Baby
Yeah,
goats. Baby goats.
Bro, like
well,
the Clippers are stacked.
I was trying to play
man.
like him tonight. Trying to do one of those jabs. He's
Like
got
who
those
on the
long-
bench is going to match up with Westbrook's bloody athleticism?
Yeah, but consistency in buckets. So,
So
who have you got?
I told you, I
You
got
just
Clippers
said-
in game 7.
Oh, so you got Clippers.
Yeah.
All right.
that,
thought
this
you
is
said
going to
Mavs.
be
No, I want the Mavs to win.
Oh, okay, bet. Yeah.
Yeah,
yours.
bet.
No Jonte.
Look, I don't have Clippers. As I said many episodes. I mean, look, if they get through, they get through. I don't have them in this round. But I said, me and my brother always said, Clippers will never win a championship as long as we're alive. It's never going to happen. Damn, now Clippers. Look,
They got a good chance, but
they got a great. They should.
Yeah.
They should win.
Right.
Like as I said, it's all Hall of Famers.
bro, the
but-
team, man.
How I see it is, Mavs, maybe in 6.
Ooh,
Only because I know the inconsistencies with playing with the roster of the
but you got
Of the Clippers.
championship caliber on
So
Clippers
what-
team.
who
Kawhi Leonard.
who else?
Who's
out?
No, he's not out.
No. he's-
GTD. Okay,
saying-
GTD.
Yeah.
GTD.
So, tell me if you say they got championship caliber team,
No, they got champion caliber on that team.
one player.
Yeah, that's all you need, man.
You have Kyrie Irving,
Hey, look, I'll give
champion caliber
Listen.
player.
Heat.
Who-
The Heat only had one player, and that was Dwayne Wade.
When?
When LeBron came,
Oh, when LeBron came.
yeah, they only
Yeah,
had
that-
one.
what do you mean? He won a championship with Shaq though.
Yeah, but he
He
wasn't
never
there.
won a
when-
championship without Shaq.
yeah, he did.
Not by himself, no.
Yeah, with LeBron.
And Bosch. And that's another story. But
So
what
you're,
are-
you're removing the All Star by giving him 2 more All Stars.
100%.
What the hell does that mean? Right?
So what are the key things that you're looking for in this series?
Yeah, all right. So with the Clippers game, the key thing is James Harden. Playoff Harden.
Okay.
I mean, are you just going to be a facilitator or are you going to go missing?
He has to facilitate, man.
And in the end of the day, I know he's very interchangeable when he's not playing with Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook, he gets a little bit excited. Like James Harden, at least he'll dribble,
Get
take
it.
his time, he'll survey the floor and try and make the right play. But again, he's too passive. So what production are you going to get from James Harden in the playoffs? Does he know his role in the playoff?
And his team.
He's a player that should be producing, not just assists. He should be dropping 20-something points a game every night. Like, same with Paul George, same with Kawhi Leonard. These guys should be giving you plus 60 to 70 points every single night.
So who have you got winning it?
I think it's with Zubac, man, because he's so good with James Harden.
It's hard, man.
But I'm gonna say Mavs.
It has to
because
go
with
7.
Mavs, you got this is how it works.
Mavs in how many?
6.
You don't see going to game 7.
You got
man.
Luka and you got Kyrie.
Okay.
These guys, bro.
Come on,
They
man.
have the whole team is based on they do whatever they want. You guys compliment them. It's
So-
a good culture there. I think they've built a very good.
They're not
Even
stacked
they
up,
asked
man.
Luka, what's different this year? You're versing Clippers. What he said?
Kyrie.
You got Kyrie.
Yeah, that's it.
Straight up.
That
That's
language.
confidence,
that's
bro.
right. He said we got Ree.
That's
we got
right.
Kai.
I
That's
hope
it.
you're right. I
Yeah.
hope you're right.
Inshallah, ya Rab.
Inshallah.
Okay, so for me, want and
Yeah,
what
see?
will happen is a bit funny. So Mavs, I want the Mavs to win. I want a long series. I love this matchup, and I really want to see. I think this could be one of those historic matchups
Yeah,
that
I see it.
we watch
Yeah.
for years to come. The key things for me are the coaches, Ty Lue versus Jason Kidd.
And that's another historic matchup, man.
Yeah, because we both know what
They're both
antics they
masterminds.
pull in terms of trying to, sway that extra
J-Kid.
percent to
J-Kid,
in
what's
their
it say?
favor.
Walk into me.
I'm
Yeah,
not really a fan of Tyler. I don't think I was playing before. But
I think what he's doing with the Clippers is I mean, he's no Mr. Rivers, so he's doing a good job.
I just don't think that your coaching strategy is what
Hey,
anywhere you've been is what's one you. It's the type of players
So
you have.
I
on
want
your
to
team.
see. I want to see it go
Come
to
on, man.
7. I want to see it go to 7, but I think the Mavs might steal it in 5 or 6.
Hey, my
Yeah.
brother!
I
From
think.
another
I
mother.
think.
That's what I think.
But
too.
I want to see it go to 7. I think this could be one of those ones that we look back on.
And then would they blow up the Clippers after that?
No.
No, they can't.
They'd try again.
Yeah,
No.
because they have to make up the money for the new arena, man.
So yeah, key things for
the
me to
arena. I want to know.
The new arena. They need to start them
Not
to
to
make
hit
money.
Google after this.
key things for me is Paul George's consistency, because I think he's going to have to carry a lot of the load because I don't think Kawhi is going to be as available.
Well, PG's the goat, isn't he?
Yeah, baby goat. So moving on to the next one, we've got the Timberwolves and the Suns.
Oh,
Timberwolves.
They in the house.
Timberwolves have home court injuries. Damian Lee's out. Jalen Clark. So it looks like everyone is pretty much
Who are
healthy.
those two? I mean, Damian Lee's
There's nothing notable. There's
Did he
nothing
play
notable.
for the
Steph
boys,
Curry's
didn't he?
brother-in-law.
Yeah. So there's no
Oh, who's the
notable.
other guy?
There's no notable injuries.
Yeah.
Timberwolves have home court. So what? Cat is back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And the stifle.
Who wants to
tower.
go? You
Yeah,
can
I'll go first.
Kick it off. Kick it off.
I got Timberwolves in 6. Easy. Key factors.
What
Depth.
was that? What was that meme? Was it Suns in 6 or something?
Yeah. Well, Timberwolves in 6. Key factors. Health. Age. Depth. Done.
They like a deep.
That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
That's easy.
Yoz. Are you sure?
That's bro.
Locking that in.
I'm locking it in.
Eddie. Tfaddal.
I'm going with the slim book.
The Slim
Love
Reaper.
it. I see
The
what you
slim
did.
book.
I
That's
see
what I'm
you
going
did
for.
there. I see. What
I
you
see.
did there.
I see. Mr. Beal is locked in, bro. Like this guy, he wants a championship. He ain't gonna get it.
He locked in to
But
get injured.
that type of mentality, he locked in to get injured. maybe KD gets injured.
Exactly. They're locked in to
No,
get
let
injured.
me tell you, look, they've been playing, even though they're in the playoffs.
They barely just made it, man.
But even watching them, it's like they're playing very blasé. Like they're not really fast until you get into playoff time.
We'll see.
I think KD in playoff time proved to us time and time again that he's a freaking baller, bro, in playoffs. Baller.
We're gonna
If his
see.
toe wasn't on that line, bro, he would have kept going with Brooklyn.
You know what we're gonna see? We're gonna see KD's head in someone's crotch. Ant-Man.
No, did he, huh?
The dunk of the year.
Oh, what? KD.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
he thinks he's going to posterize him with his zip.
Yeah,
All right.
man. With his zip.
So who do you have?
Yeah.
Who do you have? And in how many?
Suns in 7. Suns in 7. And that's a hard one because I don't think Suns are talented enough, but I do think I think Devin Booker is about time where he needs to, actually take lead and go hard. And we need to see the big 3 there actually doing something. Actually, big 4 there doing something productive together, not standing off and waiting for somebody else to take the lead. Get going, all of you together. Don't just sit there and watch. I understand KD. You've come back from an Achilles injury and it's not like you're going to be able to do everything you did before, but Booker needs to really step up and lead the way here.
Interesting. So you've got him in 7.
Yep, 7.
Suns in 7.
Suns. Shams fi sabah.
Gonna be an eclipse.
I think the Timberwolves have what it takes now,
Yeah, definitely.
and it's now or never, in my opinion. I think, I know Anthony Edwards is young. I just think they've got the right talent right now.
Nas Reed.
If they were to do something, it's now. Because I don't know if they're going to do it next year. I don't know if everything's going to be the same or the factors are going to be the same next year. I think all the changes that have to happen may impact them in the West. So I think it's now or never for them if they're going to go deep.
Definitely.
They've already had that Pat Bev moment. I think they need to go further than they did last time. And it's now or never. So with all that, I think the Timberwolves do win this one. I don't think it's going to go deep though. And I know I'm not giving KD and the Suns enough credit because they are primo, talent in the Suns. But I don't see it. The Suns just don't look right. There's something wrong.
They haven't gelled right.
There's something wrong in that organization. Something's
100%.
not right, man.
100. It doesn't feel like it's a team.
And I know
sort of feels like Brooklyn when everybody was gone.
Yeah. So it's just weird. It's to me the Suns just don't look right, and it looks like that could be their downfall. So yeah, Timberwolves. I got the Timberwolves, and I've got them. Look, just to give KD and those credit, I've got them in 6.
Who in 6?
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. All right, bet.
Moving
Not a fan of Ant Edwards anymore at all.
Moving
fan of Rudy
on
Gobert.
to
Rudy Gobert.
I prefer him over Edwards now. Yeah, I prefer him over Edwards now. I'm done with Anthony Edwards.
Rudy Gobert.
That's a big call, man.
But what about Nasrid, man?
Like, I know this is
You didn't even mention his name.
not about his game, but someone that can send text messages and pay someone $100,000 to kill a baby, like, mate, to me,
all right.
yeah, that's to me. I'm done with him. I only found that out today, and I thought when I saw that, I was like, nah, I can't deal with him anymore.
I'm talking about talent.
Yeah, no, I can't deal with him.
I
I can't
mean-
separate him from his art anymore. I don't like that, man.
So you're fine with Zion?
It's like I won't listen to gay rappers, man. Like Diddy.
Moving on.
No, did he?
Moving on to the Nuggets and Lakers. Nuggets and Lakers, guys.
I don't know where that came from.
So this is the final matchup.
Oh.
This is the final matchup of the Western Conference. First
The main
round.
event, yeah.
First round. So Nuggets versus Lakers. Joker versus the King.
The pack of cards playing.
So this is going to be an interesting one. Yoz, let's start with you. Injuries, is that what you're looking for?
No, I was looking at the odds. I was seeing because usually that reflects.
All right. So
The market,
injuries we have AD, GTD.
Come on, just the usuals. Usuals.
AD, GTD,
Lakers.
LeBron, GTD. Cam Reddish is out. Vanderbilt is out. I think they're still waiting on him to be right. Christian Wood is
see.
out. And Nuggets are healthy. So, Mr. Yoz,
Well, my Syrian brother is going to dominate. Come playoff time.
Jamal Murray.
The beautiful Murray.
He's Canadian.
Or the camel. He's Syrian.
Why doesn't he play on the Syrian Olympic team?
I think we have bigger problems in Syria. Astaghfirullah. But
Even
no,
Palestine has a basketball
yeah,
team.
like honestly, but where are they?
They just made what did they make?
So,
Anyway, get back to the game.
Lakers and Nuggets. What are the key things to look out for?
King James.
And
Oh,
who wins it?
okay. D'Angelo Russell's lack of defense. So that's a massive, and the massive factor is the defense of.
So
D'Angelo
they're vulnerable at the wing or the.
Yeah,
What is he? Is he a wing?
Russell. Point guard.
Yeah. So they're vulnerable at that. Really? Is he a point guard over LeBron?
He's point forward.
He's
Point forward.
playing point
Yeah,
guard.
right.
But like Habib, I always believe LeBron's one of the greatest point guards of all time. Every time I say that, I go, "Oh no, point guard." He's a point guard. He's a big point guard. It's Magic Johnson.
Just add Le in front of every position, and that's LeBron.
No, but I've got a big factor being the 3-point shooting of the Lakers, because that can be on and off, and also the defense of D'Angelo Russell. We also know about Michael Porter's family issues. I don't think that's going to play an effect tomorrow morning or really throughout this series. As it moves closer and goes further through the series, the playoffs, it might be an issue. I don't know. But non-factor, as I said before, but with the defense of D'Angelo Russell, I've got Lakers probably still in one game. Because LeBron James, look, it's LeBron. I can never count him out. He's like today's Michael Jordan. What do you do? Like, you can't say sweep LeBron again.
So you've got the Nugs, obviously, and Lakers get one game.
Yeah,
that
LeBron's
series.
going to be playing like with a mission. He's a man on his mission. Like, he wants this. He wants a championship. He doesn't play for nothing.
Yeah, so I'll go next. So for me, the key things to look out for is home court advantage for the Nugs. Obviously, that's a big factor being
Mile
up in
high.
the mountains. I don't know if all the Lakers will be able to sustain that for the 4 games or potentially 5 games that they play up there. So yeah, for me, I think that's a big factor. AD and Joker matchup, that's something to definitely watch. That AD hasn't had a good record against Joker, so be interesting to see how that pans out. And obviously the main factor is going to be LeBron's will to, to push this season and get over the bubble narrative. But I think he's won enough this season. I think winning the in-season tournament's enough for him. So I don't see them going all the way. I see the Nuggets winning it. I think they'll take it to 7. I think it'll go to 7. LeBron's just that type of guy.
You reckon 7?
But if they're down, I think they'll give up. I don't think they'll push further because he's going to have to look out for next season. But yeah, I think it might go to. I think it'll go to 7. I think it'll go to 7, and I think the Nuggets win it.
What did it go last time?
I think they got almost swept. It was a gentleman's sweep, wasn't it?
They got swept, didn't they?
I think it was either swept or a gentleman's sweep.
I think it was gentleman's sweep.
Oh,
Moz, key things to take away.
Key things to look at is the starting lineup of the Lakers.
It's been fluid.
Consistency, yeah.
It's don't know who they're going to have LeBron matching up against. Don't know who. I think the Nuggets usually have Porter Jr. matching up against him. But on the other end, I don't know if that's where Darvin Ham's going to have LeBron matched up with. And I don't think your assumption of D'Angelo Russell marking Murray is right.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you said his defense.
No, I said he's a defensive liability. Like his defense will be a factor in that game.
They don't switch. Lakers don't switch.
What do you mean?
So on defense,
you think they fight through every screen?
Yeah, they don't switch.
Yeah, they do switch.
No, man, they
probably not as much as most teams.
Yeah, not.
LeBron's a switch hunter, like on offense.
On offense, he is. I'm saying when
sometimes they
defense,
force the switches get forced, bro. Like you can't fight over every screen.
So this is what I mean. Like the switching is gonna be happening with LeBron, if anything.
Okay, so you don't think that D'Angelo Russell is a defensive liability?
No, the thing is, I think he's going to get hidden away like the Warriors did with Curry.
Okay, so who's he guarding?
Who?
D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo Russell will be guarding KCP.
Who's guarding Murray?
Austin Reeves.
You reckon?
Yeah.
But he's going to torch him.
That's who they're going to have.
We're talking about playoff Murray, by the way. Like usually what we've seen.
Yeah, but listen,
Murray coasts through the season and come playoffs.
Bubble.
Listen,
boom, bro.
Bubble Murray.
Both of you are forgetting he's only two games back from injury. A severe injury.
You're forgetting his
No. Brad, they lost the 2 games or one of the games coming into the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's not playoffs yet.
So who do you have winning it?
I got Nuggets in 7.
Okay.
In 7?
Yeah.
Wow, bro, you guys are wild, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see. But I think that's wild, man. I thought I was being generous giving him 1 game.
No, I think that
just because he's Bron.
I think there's too much happening with the Nuggets team. We got Murray with that injury. They want to maybe conservative save him for a long run, and the Porter thing. I think it's going to be a factor.
Fair enough. So that's our preview for the playoffs. One thing I wanted to point out was we didn't really talk about it too much, but back in the day, and this is the old head in me, when players were injured playing in the playoffs, especially in the playoffs, the opposing team were hunting that injury. They were testing that injury. You had a bad knee, you had a bad left knee, they were going at your left knee. They were testing how injured you are. And as far as the players were concerned and the coaches were concerned, if you're on the court, you're good to go.
Yeah.
I don't think we see much of that in this era. I think there's a lot of, protecting players and players respecting each other and whatnot. I don't see too much of that. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you agree that this is kind of, not to buy into all this, a softer era in that respect?
Look, it's not just that they necessarily go at it. It was, if you're going to let me know you've had an injury, I'll expose you. Like, I'm going to use that to my advantage. And that's true, 100%.
And it was a playoff strategy.
Yeah,
like
and that's the thing. Like, one thing I've always been told, and, whenever we do predictions, even before the show and just in our normal lives, it's always, can't play the injury card if you're on the court. Like, everybody in the playoffs is hurt. You're all hurt. You all got some niggling injury or just something going on. So, I mean, yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's a strategy that's not implemented as much anymore.
Do you think
everyone's too friendly with each other, bro?
Do you think that there's a potential that some of these old head coaches might bring it back this season? Because let's face it, you got some key people that are injured.
Lakers game. I'm telling you, straight up. Like, do you think LeBron, LeBron, isn't telling the boys, hey, be aware, know your personnel, know who's injured, know what they can and can't do, what might restrict their movement in certain. That's the way he thinks. The guy's a savant when it comes to basketball.
KYP.
As much as it pains my ass, but no Diddy. But I mean, he's a savant, bro. Like
Le Mind.
Yeah, but it is KYP. Know your personnel, bro. That's it. And he's very good at that.
What do you
He'll tell
reckon
you
was?
what everyone's gone through. He'll be like, oh, Michael Porter's brother, he got locked up. This, that. Yeah, he's emotional. Maybe say this to him. Maybe it'll trigger. Like, he's just one of those dudes, bro. Like, no, he's not going to say that, but
Who
you know
is
what
the
I'm
trash
You
talker
get
on
what
that
I
team?
mean, right? You get what I mean.
Who is the trash talker?
Austin
on that Lakers
Reeves.
team?
Yeah,
I
100%.
reckon Reeves.
Hillbilly Kobe. Hillbilly Kobe, bro.
Yeah, he wants all the smoke. And D'Angelo. D'Angelo's got some.
Bro, he's got some weird style,
some
that
chatter.
guy, bro.
What do you reckon about? What do you think about that?
I'm hoping Thibs taps into it against Embid, but like I said earlier, he doesn't have a big size man to even test Embid.
Wait, do you hope that happens?
Yeah, well,
Do
When
you
you back in Philly?
no, I didn't back Philly.
Didn't you?
No,
You did.
I backed Knicks in 7.
No, you said Philly. I don't see anyone taking Philly.
Oh, did I say Philly? I can't.
I can't remember anymore. I've got amnesia.
I can't.
Allah.
No, didn't I cap it on that one?
I thought you said I don't see anybody that can.
Yeah, I think you did.
Mess
I think,
with-
That's the one I said. I'm not sure.
I
I'm
think
gonna have to.
you copped out on that.
Yeah, I
one.
copped out. on
Wasn't
that
it the
one.
Thunder one?
I don't know.
Okay.
No.
No,
It
no.
was in the East. It was definitely in the East. I can't remember which one. But anyway, what do you think about this targeting injury, hunting injuries, exposing
I would.
injuries?
I would.
But do you think that in this era?
Actually, there is one example of Thibs doing that. Wasn't it not too long ago of Double D diving at someone's knee, not getting caught
Ooh,
fouls?
Dante's. Yeah. But do you think that was coached, or do you think
Yeah,
that was
that
just a
was-
scramble?
I think that was the player. I think the player goes, I'm
yeah,
getting.
the player. I think it was.
But I don't think they were
shit
hunting.
happened. No, I think shit
It's not
happened.
hunting. It's. Imagine Embid watching that game in scouting, because they have to watch video, right? Game footage.
Yeah.
And he gets up to that point and he's like, oh shit, these guys are going to be diving at the ball where my knees are. Do you reckon it's going to be weighing on his head?
No, because he wouldn't be in that position. He wouldn't be around that area.
So he's not gonna hustle.
Half court. That ball will be put in someone else's hands to push up the floor with that many. That was in crunch time. That was with what, a minute left? Not even.
That was a loose ball
Couple-
scramble,
couple-
wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was pretty much. This was a game-winning type of
Yeah,
thing.
but if there's a loose ball scramble.
Embiid's not scrambling on the ball with his knee. You're gonna have somebody else. They're gonna have to pull their.
But
weight.
if the
They're
ball's around it,
yeah, I still don't see him diving on it like that.
I think it will, man.
And to be honest, I just believe that was. I don't believe that was coached. I believe
And
that
that
was just
wasn't
unfortunate.
intentional. It's just
I
the
believe that was
hustle of the game.
An unfortunate
Okay,
situation.
so bringing it back to the playoffs and comparing it from previous times, previous eras where these injuries were exposed in the playoffs, do you think that it's not the case now? And do you think that there's a potential that it might return with all these injuries that we've talked about and key factors to key personnel in the playoffs?
So with my take with that is, my players don't need to be tested because they take themselves out because they're a bunch of softies. Full stop.
What's that? What team?
No, players. He said players.
Yeah, but on what teams?
Not on all the whole league.
Really?
Yeah, man.
You reckon everybody's like that?
The whole team's a bunch of the whole league's a bunch of softies.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Yeah,
I reckon
man.
you got some players in the league that.
Some.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
majority outweighs some.
Well, I don't think it's more about softy now. It's more about, hey, we live in a generation where we're getting paid no matter what, and we're getting paid big money. So why would we risk it? Maybe we can prolong our career.
You're proving my point.
Yeah, but that doesn't come down to soft. That just comes with now it's a business.
Yeah.
Now it's all business.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But yeah, look, it's shit. But
That's a good
from
point
fans. It's shit.
Because at the end of the day, they are looking at the financial aspect of it as well. And you're not going to you're not going to endanger
And
yourself
your kids
and play anything.
Most of these guys
days-
are hoping that their wealth becomes generational, bro. Like, they don't want their kids and the kids and the kids and the kids. They want to set them all up. So, I mean, I can understand wanting as much as possible, even though you're getting
Generational wealth. But yeah, you're right. Like, I agree. This era, I wouldn't. Yeah, I get what you're saying, where you're coming from, but I think it's a product of the environment, the ecosystem that is the NBA, the business NBA, like yours just said. That's probably the main factor.
Which is weird why they're letting Embid play.
Yeah,
and that to me. Okay. It seems like
it's very risky.
It seems like the perfect
reward.
opportunity for a coach to win the series. Is it dirty? This is the thing now. I would ask, and put your old head aside, is it dirty to have a strategy to hunt the injuries?
It's not.
No. It's dirty to try re-injure their injuries.
Yeah.
But to hunt out what their capabilities of mobility-wise,
100%.
that's just logic. Like, that's a strategy coming into the game. Remember, he's got what it could be. He's got he sprained his ankle a few games ago. You know, force him to go left. Make him go left and right a lot with cross him over a lot.
Shut off
dance
the
with
right
him.
side.
Do that hard and bam, 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 bam. That's strategy. That's not dirty at all, bro. It's, hey, if you can't hang, if you can't stand the heat,
well, we know what the strategy with Embid is he can't post up. Oh, not post up, but he can't.
I think rebounding is going to be an issue for him.
Yes, but he doesn't use his leg as a pivot foot. His injured knee, which I think it's the left one.
Yeah, it's his left.
So his left leg, he doesn't pivot on it at all.
Well, we'll see.
And he hasn't dunked. 0 dunks since he's come back.
But that's not his game. He doesn't need that.
No,
he's all midi. He's all that.
But that pivot foot,
someone's
throws
got
in mid-range.
Someone's got to take him out of his
pivot,
comfort zone if they want to win.
If he can't pivot on both legs, it's gonna limit him.
You can't let him
time.
play at his pace. But yeah, that's an interesting take.
I reckon he'd be able to pivot. I mean, I just think he's favouring one leg over the other because he's still
in his
very
head.
cautious. Yeah, like when I came back from meniscus, I wouldn't drive the lane. I wouldn't get out of the car. Like, even though it was all here, it took a while for me to be comfortable to.
How long's a while? Because it hasn't been
6 months.
Yes.
Look, it took me a year to recover from surgery, but he had a repair. I had a full removal. Yeah. So they took the whole meniscus from my knee.
And this is the second repair on his same knee.
Yeah. But alhamdulillah, thank God, these days, they can do these things. I mean, they're multi-million. The type of...
He's going to
they'll repair it. They'll
on,
put peptides. They'll put stem cells. They'll fix it, right? To a degree. With us, it's a year off. And then before you can get comfortable, like 3 months of rehab, then 6 months before you actually landing on that leg. So, I mean, I can only imagine, like...
And playoffs is going to be
100%. That's why he needs to knock him out quick and get a game to sit out.
Key factors, him resting.
Yeah. If he can rest game 3 and it's at Philly and Maxey can turn it up because Embiid's carried the load through game 1 and 2, then I reckon if they get 3 games like that, that's brilliant, bro.
So that brings us to the end of episode 10. We are very glad you joined us. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Be part of the conversation. Let us know what you think about the topics that we've brought up. Tell us what you're looking forward to the most in the playoffs. And until next time,
we are.
Love you all.